Hey, what's up, DNC Performance? It's been a while. I got the AC going. It's hot, but been busy. Just going. But this is something I felt like needed to be shared. So this is a customer of ours brought the truck in for DOD delete cam, converter, tune, trunnion upgrade, all the good stuff. He's already got long tube headers, Speedmaster. He's got the crossover kit, Speedmaster. Then he's just got dual exhaust, Flowmaster mufflers, blah blah blah. So it's 4-wheel drive, unfortunately, but I start disconnecting everything and I make notes. I made a little quick video. Transmission leaking, or transfer case, it's got a leak. Engine oil leak. No big deal. Horrific way to put someone's exhaust together. I'm not exactly sure what they used for that, but there's no easy fixing that. That's all grinded all the way, re-weld it. Exhaust leaks absolutely everywhere. Nothing was super tight. I took all the clamps off already, and I follow it back and I notice, okay, hanger here, cool. 2 hangers here, and their mufflers are tied together. The hangers are in opposite directions, so this one will swing, that one will not. Great. 2 hangers back here, this one will swing, that one will not. And you can see that one's already blown out. 2 hangers back here, they're already pre-cut. You can tell because it's rusty and crusty. So somebody already cut these off to do the transmission, I would assume. And I have a ratchet strap with umpteen amounts of tension on it, and I can only get the exhaust from, it's about right here where this black line is, to where you can barely see the end of the crossover tube. I only got to go about 1.25 inches, but holy cow, how stupid of a way to put the exhaust in and never be able to get it out again. Like, if this was a different style band clamp, fine and good. If the headers were, V-band, fine and good. Not the best, but fine and good. Like, God, what are we doing? So I've been here for almost an hour. I just used like a 6-foot pry bar to jam against this up into there, try and pry it back. It will not pry back anymore because of the 2 hangers that are opposing the direction I'm trying to go. And everything's welded in. It's just all welded in. They didn't even paint it, attempt to not let it rust and rot and whatever. I guess, I don't know. People's idea of something, just get paid and get on. I don't really know. It's not my method, but so now I got to figure out a way to either cut the 2, weld them back together when I'm done, something, which is not hard to do. I even took this one off, so it's not fighting me, but I'm assuming that's what I'll have to do, because if I tug on this anymore, I'm either gonna break, which you can see that hanger's already twisting, but I don't want to break anything. The rubber's already blown out of that one because it's jacked up. That one would be a pain to cut. Perfect. And it is welded. Yep, that one's all welded, that one's all welded. So I have to figure this out somehow. Really, my goal was to just get the transmission and transfer case out today. But kind of looking like it might not happen. My other idea was to take the header off, but I don't think it has enough forward room. It might, but I really don't want to have to try and line the header up to get it back on. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that bad, but you know. Oh, the other thing was this. This was riding on the drive shaft, the O2 sensor. You can kind of see where the rub mark is all the way around. And it's, you know, nice and bare wires. So that's perfect, because they had it zip tied up to that rubber hose where the O2 plug is, instead of bringing it back onto the fuel line that's a little more solid. I don't know. I don't know what people think when they, I don't know, they don't think. That's the problem. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back at it. I'll probably not pull the exhaust right now and pull that plastic cover so that I can feel some sense of accomplishment. Which again, that's not the right bolt. That bolt should be there. Somebody broke it. That bolt's broke. Yep, that one's broke. You can see it in there. Broken. Yep, broken. Oh man. So yeah, so I'm documenting everything, because all too many times I have seen it and then people question it after I touch it. So off we go. Alright, so I basically used a pry bar on the ratchet strap and got the exhaust to separate, but I can't get it to move side to side. Plus that crossover won't slide back far enough. So I said, well, let me take the headers off. And lo and behold, if you look right there, you can see all the black soot, because that header is not sealed in any way, shape, or form. So I kind of already know what's coming. I didn't see any from underneath, but then again, that big old plastic thing over there blocks a lot of your vision. It just looks like that one is leaking, but all the way around, actually, now that I look, you can see it underneath the tube. You can see all the black soot from underneath the tube. So that's perfect. And then a bolt fell out, and I said, whoa, cool. I took that panel off, and that bolt fell out. And then looking, the coil's missing this bolt. So I'll put that back in too. But yeah, that's an issue right there. So I'll have to address that. But I'm gonna start pulling these headers off, and if that flange don't appear flat once I get it out, which I'll probably, I don't know how I'm gonna get it out, but I'm gonna take all the wires off, take this side off first, because I want to look at that flange, and if there's something up with that flange, then I need to let him know that there's something up with that flange. So let me get this off and I'll be back. Okay, so I got passenger header out, crossovers off, driver's header drops down to about there. One thing I did notice is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but see that little black spot on the back side of the plug? A couple of little black spots, lines. Those are actually cracks in the plug that have been there for a while. So that's not good. But now you can really see just how bad that header was leaking. Now I don't know, I do know because when you start it you hear it, and it's definitely going to be more prominent when it's cold. He has really good ARP stainless header bolts. The washers are pretty thin, and it almost feels like possibly maybe the bolt is bottoming out in the hole. Like the flange on the header isn't, you know, quite as thick as the bolts were designed for. So I'll have to pay attention when I put it back together. But I got all of that done. Truck's back on the ground. I am going to pull that plug out and feel the rest of them. These ones all felt pretty good when I pulled the boots off. Usually when I pull the boots off, I run my hand around them. So that's the only one that I see is broken. But now that the header's out of the way, I'll run my fingers around these. I'll get that one plug out, get a replacement for it. And then tomorrow when I come in, I could start, you know, unbolting the transmission, the cross member. I got it all unplugged. I just need to get that header out of the way, which I think I'm gonna have to unbolt the motor mount, jack the motor way up, not way up, but jack the motor up some in order to get it out. I think that's gonna be the only way to get it out, because I already disconnected the steering column to move it out of the way, and that doesn't give you enough room. It's that back header tube and the frame. You can't really see it. Somewhere there. See how the tube's hitting the frame, and then it hits the back of the cylinder head and the firewall. So it just won't drop. But come back in tomorrow. I'll have to pull that catch can off and just start piece by piece taking it all apart. So that is it for this one. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Leave me a comment. As always, have a good day.